lesson 8-2, area of circles. I'm sure you've done something like this before, 6th grade, I hope. But before we do that, let's talk about a little bit about yesterday. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about yesterday, because what we used yesterday, we're also going to use today. So if I asked you what pi was, what would you tell me? Don't tell me a pie you bake in the oven. If I asked you what pi was, 3.14, what is that? Yeah. How much what can go around the circle? Diameter. How much diameter can go around the circle? How many diameters can go around a circle? About 14. Okay, good. My next question is this. What is the formula for circumference? There was 2 we talked about yesterday. Give me 1. Hunter? Yep. And then finish this one. Ian. Okay? How come these 2 are the same? Why are they the same and why do they work, Tessa? Radius times 2 would be the diameter, so that's why both of these work. Okay? Does it matter which one you use? The only time it really matters is, if you're just given the diameter, you probably just choose this one. If you're just given the radius, you might choose that one. It really doesn't matter. The thing with area of circles today is there's only one equation, and one you can only use. So don't say, well, I think I can use this one. No, that doesn't work that way. There's only one today. So this is the equation. Pi times radius squared. And if you're not sure what that looks like, it looks like this. Be your 3.14 times your radius times your radius. So you're going to use your radius 2 times in this equation. You're not multiplying it by 2. You're using it 2 times, actually. So 3.4 times the radius times the radius. If you want to, be an example. We're going to do the first one together. We're going to find the area of this together. But before I talk about this and how to find this, what are some jobs you might have to know how to do this? What's a job you might have to have and know how to do this? Bo? What was it? Okay. What else? Hunter? Construction. Yes, construction. What if somebody asks you to build a circle room for them? You're going to have to know the area of it, because then if you want to put carpet in it, you need to know how much carpet you need in it. What about, let's see, Connor was talking about his dad does something with grain bins. Think about a grain bin. That would even be good for circumference. Do you need to know how much steel you need on the outside of that grain bin? Then you need to know the size of the floor you need in there, so that would be the area. The person that created this cup had to know the area of a circle. Why? Why did they have to know the area of a circle? What's this? The lid. They had to know how much area they had to cover. So somebody who designed this had to know about circles. So don't think you're learning it just for fun. You actually might use this in a job sometime. So let's do this one together. So what I'm going to start here is, what do I have here? Do I have a radius or a diameter? I have a radius, so that's what I need. So this one's going to look like this, 3.14 times 7 times 7. Now this one you can do somewhat in your head. Because can you do 7 by 7 in your head? Okay. So you don't have to actually write some of this stuff out unless you really need to. Well, I know that I'm going to take 49, 3.14 times 49. And what my answer is there, let's pretend this is inches. So go ahead and do this on your paper. Find out what the area of this circle is. If you have a hard time multiplying and keeping your numbers in a line, you're going to have to figure out a way to do that on this homework, because there's not a lot of room on your paper. So you're going to have to figure out a good way to keep stuff in a line. I got 153.86. That's what I got. Okay, so now, how do you label something with area? How do you label something with area? Yes, inches, whatever my unit is, inches squared. Now, some people say, well, I don't get why it's squared. Well, this is why. If this is my circle and this is how many square units are in there. That means that I have 153 squares, inches that are squared in there that will fit in that circle. If I would keep filling that up, and it would be to scale if I would actually use inches, it would take 153 squares in there to fill that up. That's why we say squared. So you could write it like this. You could write it like this. SQ inches. That's another way to write it. But seriously, this is the easiest way. Okay. Let's do another one. I actually don't want to do this one. I want to do this one right here. Let's talk about this one. What do you know about that circle? It has diameter, but what do I need for area? Radius. So what would my radius be here? 20. Now, go ahead and find the area for this. Go ahead and find the area for this. And let's say this is 40. Let's say it's centimeters. Let's say it's centimeters. Careful with your multiplying. Make sure your decimal's in the right spot. I like looking at your notebook. Some of your circles are not even close to circles, but I love how you're trying. I love it. Oops, sorry. All right, so should look something like this. 3.14 times 20 times 20. So I know these together equals 400. So I'm guessing, just by looking at this, that equals around 1,200 somehow. Okay? I think it's 1256 centimeters. What? Squared. So important to have that. So please make sure you're labeling today. Make sure you are labeling. Any questions so far? Tell me what I'm doing wrong on this one. Okay? Tell me what I'm doing wrong. You don't got to do it. Just watch me. What am I doing incorrectly on here? What is my thinking here, David? Wouldn't be the same. If I take 13.5 times 2, what is it? 26, 27? But what should this be? 13.5. See, a lot of people, when they do this, they just think, oh, it's the radius times 2. Do not make that mistake. Okay? Do not make that mistake. Your radius has to be in there 2 times. Last thing I want to show you is this. I want to find the area of that shaded part. What am I going to do? I just want to find that shaded part. Eric, what do you think? Not quite. That's not my radius. That 90 is my diameter. Okay, so I first got to find my radius. What do you think then, Evan? Okay, so let's find the whole circle first. Remember how we did the circumference yesterday? We found the whole circle? Then what are you going to do? Divide by 2, because you just want half of that circle. So what's my radius here? Okay, so this is actually pretty big. So it's going to be like this, 45 times 45. And then you're going to take that times 3.14. And then what are you going to do with this number then? You're going to divide by 2. Give it a whirl. There's a lot of numbers in there. Do you understand how I wrote this out? Okay, so everybody should be doing this first. Everybody should be doing this. That's the first thing you should be doing on your paper. 45 times 45. Now, it's a big number. I'm not going to lie. And I'll even do it along with you if you want me to, so you can check yourself. Oh my gosh. need to check yourself. I'm doing it up here for you. That's what I got last time. 6358. Should be. Yep. Okay, but guess what this is? This is the whole circle. But you want half of it. You know already? Okay, give me a second. I'll set every keyboard. Remember, you just want half of that circle. So then you're going to have to do some division in there to figure out what half of it is. If you are not good with division, make sure you're lining up your decimals and lining everything up right. That's the hardest part. This was just a really big number. It will be easier in your homework. Yes, because you got to find half of it. So if you want me to do that, I can also do that. So it's 36358.50 divided by 2 goes in 3 times. 7 goes in 9. So this is what it should be. Is it centimeters? Something squared. I don't know what it is. That's what it should be then. I don't know if it's centimeters or inches. I just put something down there. You don't have to add it. Nope. Don't have to do any adding. Because remember, when you did the 45 times 45 times 2.14, you found the whole thing. But you really only want half of it. So that's why you have to divide by 2 then. That's why you have to divide by 2 then. Did you do this last year? Not something like this. Just area. Okay, just area. That's challenging. Bo, question? Okay. Quickly. Your homework is up here, 1 through 13, and then 16 and 17. 16 and 17 are a little challenging. I did that on purpose to see what you're thinking about. Now let me show you an example of what you're going to see for 16, okay? Here's an example. They're going to give you 2 circles. They're going to give you one here, and they're going to give you one here. And they're going to ask you to find the area of the shaded part. But they have to give you some things. They're going to tell you that's maybe 20, and they're going to tell you this is maybe 10. Now, how would you figure this out? What would you do to figure out that shaded area, Evan? Right, so you're going to find the area of the big one, find the area of the little one, and then guess what you got to do? You got to subtract it because you want to take this out. It's like a donut. Like a donut. You want to find out the area of that donut. So that's why you have to subtract out the donut hole because it's not there. That's an example of something you're going to see today. Please find the little one, then subtract the 2. Yep. If you need help, I'm in Success Center today, 6th period. That's at 10:49 for you, or 10:44, I think. So come and find me. I need to see you to finish the test, right? And I need to see you to finish the test. But anybody else is certainly welcome to come and talk to me if you need some help. Okay?